Let's dish up some delicious and easy to make sweet treats with Real Housewife of New Jersey star Kathy Wakili, also the author of a new cookbook, Indulge, delicious little desserts that keep life real sweet. And that's true, they keep us real sweet.
They
so
do.
while we're cooking, let's look at what's over there.
You like these hound dogs?
You
They're
ain't
inspired
nothing but
by
a hound
there you
dog.
go. They're inspired by my love for Elvis Presley. So they're banana cake, a little bit of peanut butter buttercream, and a little bit of marshmallow fluff. And that's kind of inspired by one of his favorite sandwiches. And they're shaped in a little hound dog, hot dog shape, so I love them.
Did he have marshmallows in his sandwich?
He loved peanut butter fluff with marshmallow fluff and peanut butter and banana sandwiches.
Amazing.
So that's pretty much what that is.
Well, it looks like the hound dog.
Yeah, so today we're going to make an American tradition, apple pie, but we're going to make a twist on it. One of the Italian favorites, ravioli. So here's my caramel apple ravioli. So what we're going to do, and I'm going to need your help on this one, okay? So here we have some chopped apples, and they're crisp. Green apples, and we're going to add our ingredients to it to flavor it up, okay?
In here?
In this one here. Come on over here. We'll move this over here. So you could just do that, and we're going to add these ingredients. Here's a little lemon juice. You can help me while we're doing it.
So we'll do
Here,
that.
That's lemon juice. We have a little cinnamon. You want to stir?
I can do the stir,
Yeah,
right?
okay. Then we have a little nutmeg.
So just lightly stir.
Yeah, you're going to stir.
So in
Little
terms of
sea salt.
tradition,
There you go,
because
yes.
you have an Italian tradition, that's you, an American, and your husband is?
My husband is Lebanese, and so it's all the flavors of the Mediterranean. And along with being an American-born girl in an Italian household, and I have a blended home. So we all, we have all these different flavors. So now after the apples, I'm going to interrupt a minute.
Okay, go ahead.
After the apples are all stirred up, we're going to toss them in here and let them cook down a little bit. With a little bit of melted butter.
Smells good.
You
It
can
really
already
smells
smell
good.
that
Yes,
cinnamon
I
and
do.
butter. It smells wonderful. All the flavors coming together.
Okay, so I'm just going to watch from this point on.
Okay,
right?
no, we're going to do, there's another step. So what I'm going to do is show you this here. We already have some made, and we're going to use these up, okay? Now we're going to go for our filling. In the filling is a little bit of cream cheese, and we're going to mix some ricotta. Here you go. You can mix that. There you go. An egg yolk. There you go.
So I'm just going to mix it
that
up.
up, yeah.
Okay.
Some confectioner's sugar, a little lemon zest, a little bit of salt, some chopped walnuts.
So how do we become a goddess in our own home? What's involved with that as we're still cooking all this
everyone has a gift. Every woman has a gift.
That's true. And every man has a gift,
and every
too,
man
but
has
we're
a gift.
focusing on...
We're focusing on women right now. But you could be a god in the kitchen as well.
That's true.
And instead of thinking about the things that you don't know how to do, I want to inspire people to embrace the things that they do love to do and they do know how to do.
This smells good,
yeah,
Kathy.
shut that off. And after that's all mixed up, we have some that's already done for us.
Perfect. And that's
this
the
is here
finish.
already mixed
How
up.
come
It's
the
our
color doesn't look
well,
good?
because after it's mixed really well, it'll
So
take on this
didn't-
color.
I didn't do the...
No,
all
you
right.
did a great job. So I'm going to move all of these things out of the way, and we're
And we
going
need
to
to
work from the
put
center
this
here.
here.
There you go.
Okay. So I love the fact that they're tiny because, like
Yes.
you said, so if you're indulging a little bit, that's
It's okay.
fine.
Sure, you want to have a little sweet treat.
Right, and it makes you feel good.
Exactly.
And you're not going crazy with your calories.
Absolutely. Right.
Okay.
So it's a good way to have a little sweet treat and it's not going overboard.
All right,
now I have
great.
some pie crust that's already made here, and we're going to cut them into little squares like this.
Okay.
But we're not going to do that now because
Thank
we're on a
you.
time restraint. But you could also cut some time out in the kitchen on your own and use already made pie crust, because everybody wants to make things that are homemade, but we don't always have the time.
Right.
So that's another option that you could do. So we cut them in these little squares here, and we're going to use them.
Okay.
And what we're going to do first is we're going to spread a little bit of this cheese filling on one of the squares. So do you want to do that?
I'll do that.
On one square, yeah. There you go.
How much filling?
Just a little bit, like about a
Like that?
teaspoon, yep. And you're going to spread it out a little tiny bit.
All right.
There you go. Great.
Whoop.
And then we're going to add a little bit of the apple filling on top, like this.
Tastes good. I cheated.
Doesn't it taste good? And we're going to add a little bit of apple filling. And you don't want to leave them empty. You want to, stuff them a
Okay,
bit.
so we
you
do
can put that
another one?
You could do another one if you like.
All right.
Sure, it's that simple. And this is a great activity to do with your kids as well, because it's
And
something.
you can even get your husband in the kitchen or your
and you can
partner,
have
right?
even like have a
Party.
a party, girls' night, make them together, friends over that they can make their own desserts.
Right.
Here you go.
Okay.
And bring that over. So if you have some of the steps done, and a lot of these steps can all be made ahead of time, and when you're ready to assemble them as well. So it's a good activity to do together. Cook together.
And
it
it's
makes
fun. It's easy, right?
And, the
you
best part
have
about it is
conversation.
you have
and
conversation. You get
also-
to enjoy the fruits of your labor.
Right. But also, if you're doing it with your kids, it can become a lesson in terms of measurement and all different kinds of things.
Exactly.
And
And you
not
get your
just-
kids to
not
talk
just
about
girls,
other things.
guys in the kitchen
Absolutely.
too.
Well, my son loves to help in the kitchen too. And my husband actually is doing very, very well too in the kitchen now. So now we're going to do a little egg wash here.
All
in the
around?
corners. Yep,
Okay,
right
just
around
the
corners.
corners?
Yep, because it's kind of it's going to act as a glue.
Okay.
Okay. All the way around the ridge, and then we're going to use this to cover. Very good,
Perfect.
just like a regular
Okay, I'm gonna
ravioli.
put this here unless
Yep,
we need
that's
this.
fine.
All right.
Then you're going to crimp the edges. You want to do that? You're going to crimp all the edges.
Okay. That's
Like
a new
this.
word for me in the
Yeah,
kitchen, folks.
See,
I
there you
don't
go.
know.
You're going to crimp the edges. Let me move this out of the way here.
I was telling Kathy how the last time I was baking was when I was in college baking
See?
an apple pie.
There you go.
All right, we got to wrap
Okay.
this up. But
Okay.
look at that.
Then
it's-
we're going to have,
wow.
you know, the magic of
That's
television.
the
I have
crimp.
some that are already made. So you're going to crimp them up. You put them on a baking sheet. You'll bake them for a while.
How long
and-
do you bake them?
For about 25 minutes. The recipe, the full recipe. is on the
Okay,
website,
we're
so you see.
getting-
So
oh,
here's
look
a
at
nice,
that.
beautiful set that's already done.
And this recipe is in the book?
It's in the book, yes. And now this is a little caramel sauce, and the recipe for the caramel sauce is in there too. So everything looks gourmet when you drizzle. So here we go.
All right, and
We're gonna
so we're
drizzle a little
drizzling,
caramel
and
sauce all
caramel
over.
is, oh, it looks so wonderful.
There you go.
This is great.
And then we can't forget.
So what am
the
I going
little
to taste? Because we got to
chopped
go.
walnuts. There you go. Give
I'm
it a
gonna
taste.
taste it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's delicious.
And it's like a little mini apple pie with caramel sauce and yummy.
I'm going to take one
Perfect.
home. Thank
There
you.
you go.
Power Your Life will be right back. Ahead, find out what's hot for next week. It's really good. Before we go, I'd like to leave you with my PowerPoints for the week. Life is tough. I just think make them laugh, said Joan Rivers. She lived by her beliefs, bringing us up when we were down, bold, saucy, and often irreverent. Anything was fair game, including herself. Joan paved the way for women in late-night TV. She was a comedian, an Emmy Award talk show host, a screenwriter, film director, best-selling author, and so much more. Let Joan's knack for laughing at herself teach us to do the same. When we laugh at our own mistakes, life doesn't feel so dramatic and intense, and it makes it easier to be at peace with yourself. Thanks for being with us today. Next week, she's one of America's most respected TV moms, best known for her role as Olivia Walton on the hit series The Waltons. Actress Michael Lerner joins me to talk about her latest role in a new theater production called Love Letters. Remember that you have the power to power your dreams and power your life.
You have knockers, I have doorbells. I am so... Something with age comes
Yeah.
wisdom.
Yes.
You don't need big boobs to be feminine. Look at Liberace.
You want brutal honesty? You think you can handle the truth?
Gwyneth Paltrow.
I love that straight hair, but then I just love to see anything straight in Hollywood.
Kim Cattrall.
That is a communion dress for sluts.
All I ever heard growing up is, why can't you be like your cousin Sheila? Why can't you be like your cousin Sheila? Sheila had died at birth. They just stop it with, and you do this, and you're mean, and you're that. You are not the one to interview a person who does humor. Sorry.